Yo, what's up, YouTube? It is your boy Steve-O, the Rideshare rookie, coming back at you. All right, guys, quick video. We're going to talk about my recap from last week. I meant to get this video out this morning, but I couldn't. As you can see, I did 527.82 on Uber, 33 hours. I want you to pay attention to that because we're going to talk about that. Yeah, because I am a part-time driver, so I'm not real happy with this week. As you can see, I did hit Quest. Not a big Quest, $14. And then we'll switch over to Lyft. Lyft was decent for what it did for me. It did what I needed it to do for me on Friday, right? So 527.82, 73.50 on Lyft. Now I am gonna do more Lyft this week. Hold on one second. And then I had $33 in cash tips for a grand total of $634.32. Not a bad week. I hit my target by over $600, or by $30 because my target's $600. I am going to focus on a little bit more Lyft rides this week because we have a ride challenge, $105 guarantee for 15. I do want to talk about one ride here that I did get, which was a Select, as you can see. And this one was a $20 tip for me. You guys can see the fare breakdown. I gotta quit smoking too. Fare breakdown, what is that? $1.23 a mile. Base fare is $2.16. Not a bad ride, guys. We look at what the rider paid. Always check your fare reviews. They paid $54.09. Yeah, I got 37, so I was compensated properly for this one, definitely. So I want to jump into a couple things here. Saturday was a beast for me. 153.76. Just play around with some dates, and then we're going to get into a discussion. If it'll ever load. All right, so Monday, yeah, didn't drive Tuesday. They were soft days. Friday, you can see 95, 93. That's when I was real busy on Lyft. And then Sunday was a decent day too. Did one Lyft ride Sunday for 20, I think. So that put me like 130 for Friday. So that's not too bad. But one of the things I do want to talk about is your health, guys. What I mean by that, all right, I did 33 hours and 9 minutes. Now I run Uber and I run Lyft consecutively, if that makes sense. I keep the Uber and Lyft app on at the same time. If I get an Uber, I take it. If I get a Lyft, I take it, turn Uber off. You guys know how that works. We'll go ahead and divide that up. I didn't even make $20 an hour. I'm not real happy with that. I want to be at $23, $24 an hour when I'm doing this, okay? Now, the next part of this that I want to talk about, I'm a part-time driver, guys. I should only be putting in 20 to 25 hours a week. We're going to look at a couple weeks. I'm going to show you guys New Year's. Oh, man. Thanks to all my trolls out there. We'll talk about that, too. This thing is not loading. Sorry, guys. All right. So, let's see. Let's get back in the car. Try to make a little bit tonight. Not a lot. That was the week before New Year's. Excuse me. All right, so let's get to that. So New Year's I did 5 hours on app. Not bad, but I had 2 days off. I'll take it. And then let's just keep playing around. So let me talk about something that's important, guys. All right, now, and it's about your health when you're doing rideshare, right? So, for example, number one, fast food. I probably should do a separate video on this, but I wanted to go ahead and put it in with the earnings, just so you guys are aware. We're in these cars so long, especially if you're doing this shit full time, right? Fast food restaurants, I mean, those are evil. This could be, if you're not going to the gym on a regular basis, I'm not saying that fast food, you can't have it, but you probably want to avoid it, or at all costs, if you can, go to Subway, do something. Grab a salad, there's all kinds of options. But make sure you guys are exercising. That's the number one thing. But what I want to really talk about real quick is, excuse me, guys, the fact that about almost 2 weeks ago now, ever since the week of New Year's, my back has been killing me, right? I'm not that far overweight. I went to the doctor the other day, and I weighed in at like 202 or something like that. My target weight for my age, height, all that shit is like 170, I want to say. I could be wrong on that number, so don't quote me on that. But I noticed that about 2 weeks ago, my back started just killing me, right, guys? Now, I was in a car accident back in December of 2018. I did not have a rider with me. But it's been getting worse and worse, and I've noticed that, like, it was so hard to drive yesterday. Like, my back was just on fire, and it still is, guys. So I will be going to the pain management doctor tomorrow for injections. I don't know if they'll work, but the whole point of what I want to talk about is, you know, make sure you're getting out between rides if you can. Take breaks. I mean, I know it gets busy out there, guys. I know it gets busy, and some things you can do and some things you can't do, but you got to try to get out, stretch, you know, walk around the car, even if it's just for a few minutes. Don't sit in these cars like for a prolonged amount of time if you can help it. Sunday I had a really long ride from Universal Studios all the way out to the port. That took me total there and back, I want to say it was about 40, let's see, but about an hour there, about an hour and a half back, because I did stop, grab something to eat. Yeah, as I talk about, don't eat at fast food. Sunday was just a draining day, guys. On top of working a 40+ hour week job, then doing this, I should be at 20 to 25 hours a week. So my focus is going to be obviously just to work Thursday, Friday, Saturdays. I really don't like working Sundays, guys. I mean, but in this market, it's hard to make money, right? Sundays are a good day to drive out here. They really are. It's just that when you work a Monday through Friday, you know, it's like you got to have one day off. And I mean, I did this week, as you could see. I did not work Tuesday, you know, for the simple fact that I was done. I was exhausted. I was tired. I usually don't drive on Mondays, but I want to try to start this Lyft guarantee tonight. It's only 15 rides and it's 105 guarantee, so I want to be able to do that. It's just extra money. And then so I do have tomorrow off. I will be driving tomorrow after I get the shots, depending on how I feel. I do have to wait a few hours according to the doctors, but yeah. So yeah, guys, please make sure you're taking care of your bodies, your hands, your, you know, everything. You gotta remember your shoulders as you're turning the wheel, your back, you know, your legs get cramped up. It's extremely important, guys, to make sure you are taking care of yourselves, right? Because you don't want to end up jacked up like me. And I think one of my subscribers and friends out there, I think he is going through some back pains as well. I don't know why that just did that. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so I think, okay. So yeah, I got that knocked out of the way. Like I said, my back is just terrible. Hopefully it gets better. We'll see what happens. But that's just one thing that I'm going to start doing, is just making sure that, you know, I get out of the car a little bit more often than I have been. Yeah, lastly, I want to talk about, and I'm probably going to do a second video on this, because I got a text message. I'm not going to say who it's from today, and I'm not against this person or anything, but it was involving the Rideshare, the TRYP, you know, Rideshare scam that's going on. All right, so 527.82. I think it's duplicating back, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's duplicating back. When I did the screen record, it's gonna put it back in there. So don't pay attention to that. But I'm gonna have a video coming out soon about TRYP. Mostly we're gonna talk about Gregory Padrillo, aka Donkey Face. There was a little bit of a disagreement on whether we should call him that or not. Look, as much as that guy scams people, I'm just going through rides here. As much as that guy scams people, and for how long he's been doing it and taking people's money and people have been falling victim to him, you know, screw that guy, right? So I'm going to make a video about that, and we're going to talk a little bit about TRYP, all right? It is a multi-level marketing scam, guys, no matter how you roll the dice. whether you want to believe it or not. I mean, that's how it is. They did partner up with some company in New York City, but it's not TRYP Rideshare, guys. All right. I encourage you to check out a video from Rideshare Revolution today. Gio made a video talking about why he thinks, you know, what TRYP did as far as Miami goes, and he's got some valid points there. Are they going to go from city to city to city scamming drivers? And I think they're going to do it. So please, guys, don't fall victim to it. The funny thing about it is Pedrillo, you know, he was making these trip videos. Oh, we're launching. The guys, they haven't done one fucking ride, right? But they're taking your money. And then they go to a market where it's so hard with the TLC. Check out Noah, NYC Driver Log. He changed his name to Noah or something Rideshare. Sorry, guys. It's in, if you look in the description below, I do have his channel name. If you want to know about New York City and about the rules as far as TLC, just talk to Noah. I mean, he's got that shit down pat. He knows what's going on. Everybody wants to call it a driver cap. It's a vehicle cap. Unless you have a wheelchair accessible vehicle, and that's just a different topic. But yeah, I mean, it's just something I'm going to talk about, but I don't want to see people fall victim to this stuff, guys. My screen recorder is just going back to what I had already showed you guys, but I just wanted to get that stuff knocked out, talk to you guys definitely about your health and what's going on, and what you can do to you know, make sure your back doesn't get jacked up, your legs, and of course, you know, the way you eat and stuff. So, all right, that's all I got, guys. I've rambled on long enough. I will have that video coming out tomorrow about Pedrillo, the scammer. And as always, check the description below for more helpful, useful information. Keep doing your thing. Be safe, be smart, don't be stupid. Please get your advice from real rideshare drivers and not these fakes. And yeah, until next time, guys. Keep making that money, keep Ubering, lifting, and gigging on. Peace out. Later, guys.